Welcome back. Women from the North Shore who became the alleged victims of video voyeurism have filed a class action lawsuit against Crunch Fitness in Mandeville. They're alleging Crunch never implemented security safeguards or policies that would have prevented an employee from allegedly secretly recording them in tanning rooms. Attorney Reagan Charleston Thomas is representing the class and talked with us this afternoon. We've got this information about the class action lawsuit now. Can you talk a little bit about why the plaintiffs here felt it was important to file a lawsuit like this on top of the criminal charges that are already filed?
Yesterday, we filed a federal class action on behalf of Crunch Mandeville members whose privacy was violated by covert recording in the gym's private tanning areas. And we filed this suit because we're seeking accountability. This is about privacy and basic safety. And the women that came forward, they're tremendously brave and they feel very empowered by this, and they want real change. They want Crunch Fitness to, one, take accountability and have policies in place to prevent this from ever happening again.
Can you talk a little bit about what some of the failures are that the plaintiffs believe led this to happen?
Well, our clients are seeking appropriate relief from the court, and including class-wide changes that will force Crunch to fix the failures that allowed this to happen in the first place. We're talking about real policies, real supervision, where an employee isn't allowed to scale the wall and hang his cell phone over and record women in the tanning bed in the nude. I mean, this never should have happened. There should have been, very simple policies and protections in place to prevent this. Crunch Fitness is not a truck stop. And, our clients had an expectation of privacy entering, the tanning beds. This can't go on. It certainly shouldn't have happened at Crunch, and it shouldn't happen anywhere.
When we talk about damages or what could result from this, has that yet been laid out, or is that going to be figured out as the evidence is presented?
So in this class action, we're seeking declaratory and injunctive relief, and we're seeking to require Crunch to adopt real policies, barring the personal devices in the private areas, on the floor, around the tanning beds, meaningful background checks, vetting for staff, adequate supervision by management, proper training. These are things that our clients feel are very important to prevent this conduct and actions from ever happening in the future at Crunch and in other gyms in our area that should really be taking notice about what's going on here. We're also seeking membership dues that our members paid, for privacy and security protections that they absolutely didn't receive. And, ultimately, this isn't just about making sure that no one else, or ultimately, I should say, this is about making sure that no other people have to wonder if they've been recorded when they're entering and exiting private areas in a fitness facility in our town.
All right. Is there anything that I missed that you wanted to touch on? Any details I did not hit on?
This was a very serious and deep violation of privacy. And the women who are bringing this action have shown tremendous courage and strength. And they feel very empowered by seeking for meaningful change in our community to protect our citizens. And I'm very proud of them. All of our clients that have filed this class action are North Shore residents that tanned at Crunch facility and were members at the gym here. And we're also representing women in the community that have been positively identified in the police footage that they've recovered from the perpetrator's cell phone device. And it's important to note for other women that have been identified that they can reach out to me. They absolutely don't have to go through this alone. We're going to advocate for them, seek accountability, and pursue every available legal remedy on their behalf.
All right, Reagan, thank you so much for joining us. I so appreciate it. We have reached out to Crunch Fitness's national headquarters and a local representative from Mandeville for comment on this lawsuit, and we have not yet heard back.